Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to another live vidIQ training session. My name is Liron. We got about 10 or so minutes before we're supposed to get going, but I always like to come on a little bit early, say hello to some people. You guys have been chatting up a storm in there. Hello, Leela. I saw that you were in here checking things out. Thank you for answering questions already, which is already really awesome. Thank you for hanging out here. Techmosphere. Hello, how you doing? Who is here? Rob Walker, YTP. How we doing? How we going? Okay, so basically, oh, look at this. Some more of our mods are here. Charlie H411. Hello, thank you for hanging out here. What is going on today, people? So, it's freezing in Dallas. Go figure. I mean, last week was super hot. Today's freezing. We had some tornadoes warning, which is always fun to do this. So as long as the stream is going, as long as we got internet access, I'm happy to carry on chatting. So let's just kind of cross fingers and hopefully everything is going to go well today. So if you guys are new here, I see there's 100 or so people in this chat. Let me know if you're new. Just drop a hashtag new in the chat and then I'll tell you how this thing is going to come and get going. If you haven't been on these streams before, this is what we're going to do today. So, we're tired of theory, right? I mean, I know we all are. We want to get practical advice of what we actually need to do. Look at all these new people that are here. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. This is really, really cool. So, because we're tired of all this theory, what we're going to do today is get super duper practical. I am going to show you the exact steps that I take with my personal channel, but what I do on every single day. I help small creators and big creators, people with 100 subs and people with multi-million subs, and I'm showing you the exact same steps I take with them growing their channels. If you're here for more views, if you're here for more subscribers, do a thumbs up in the chat because I know that's what you guys are here for. Man, that's what I was waiting for when I was building up my channel. I was missing certain tools and we have built those tools. This is how we grow channels. So because of all the new people that are here, the way that this training is actually divided into two sections. Okay, so bear with me here. The first section is all a pre-recorded session. I know, it's pre-recorded. Who would have thought? Okay, the reason I pre-record that first session is because it's the exact steps that you need to take. How to go viral, how to understand trends, what you need to do, what do you need to put where and how, what are your steps to grow your channel, to get those eyeballs, to get those subscribers. The reason I pre-record that, because a lot of you are going to go through this, you're going to carry on talking up a storm, which is great in the chat, but you're going to miss some things. I'm going to show you the 3 Ds of YouTube, which is how you unlock YouTube distribution, and this is how you really grow your channel. And the reason I pre-record that, because a lot of people come back to watch these streams again and again and again, and because you're in learning mode, you don't want to be interrupted by me saying, hey, Antifreeze, what's up? How you doing? JYPD Gaming. Oh, I almost got your name right the first time here. How you doing? Thank you for being back here. Great. You don't want those interruptions because you are focused. You're trying to grow your channel. That's why I pre-record that section. The second bit is where I come back on and we do live Q&A. You guys ask me questions, I answer you. As long as our internet keeps going, as long as there is lots of coffee in this mug. Look, it's a vidIQ YouTube mug. That's cool, right? As long as there's coffee in there, as long as we keep going, well, I'm happy to answer your questions. Guys, we're not doing audits today. So if you're here for a channel audit, that happens on a Tuesday. This is Wednesday stream. This is the practical steps that each and every single person in that chat who's having French vanilla. Oh, JYPD Gaming's having French vanilla. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. Because this is how you want to grow your own channel, because this is going to be the super practical way of actually doing things, I want you to focus on your channel today. I am going to show you everything that you need to know in order to get your channel from even when you're starting out and trying to grow big, or you're already big and you want to go bigger. That is what today is all about. Couple of things we don't do. One, no sub for sub. Okay, if you're here for sub, or if you're here to say, hey, check out my channel, I'll check out yours, or friends for friends, or let's be friends. We know the tricks. Our mods don't dig it. You're going to be timed out. You're going to be out of here. If you're here that you're going to spam the chat, you can also leave. This is for cool people, real creators who really want to grow their channel. I don't need nonsense in my chat. Our mods have got the right to go remove, delete, hide from channel, bye-bye. You won't see a vidIQ video again. You don't want that. You want to do the real work in order to grow your channel. What I have seen a lot of people do, time and time again, they do sub for subs, their channel starts to get traction, they then take it more seriously, and then YouTube picks up on the fact that they were buying bots, buying views, getting sub for subs, and destroys all their hard work. I still don't understand why people do sub for sub at this day and age. It blows my mind. Okay, so that is what we're going to do today. That's how it's divided. 2 sections. The first section is pre-recorded. The second bit, I come back on and then we have a good old chat. I answer your questions and we are ready to rock and roll this. If you guys want to ask me questions, I would say rather save them for the end when I can actually go back and answer it. Obviously, during the pre-recorded section, a lot of our mods are incredible, so you can always ask them as well, no problem. If you don't have vidIQ, totally cool, hang out with us. If you have vidIQ, you got the free version, you maybe want to unlock the full version, cool. Check out in the description, free gift for you, 30 days of unlocking the whole of vidIQ, which includes access to the vidIQ Academy, lots of information in there, as well as something called the vidIQ Rewards. So if you want thinking of getting free sounds and free sound effects and people to edit your videos and all of that goodness, it's all available to you. Captioning is available to you. Just because you're part of the vidIQ community, you get that. So you go to apps.vidiq.com and /rewards, and there it is. In fact, I'm going to ask one of my mods to drop it in the chat. I will actually get someone in here, apps.vidiq.com/rewards. Boom. Okay, so, oh, I used the wrong account. Never mind. It's under the vidIQ, you'll see. apps.vidiq.com/rewards. Go and check that out. Regardless of which level of vidIQ you have access to so many free stuff. So much free stuff. Go and grab it. Go and take advantage of it so that you can grow your channel. If you want to hang out in Discord server, we have that. Link is in the description. If you're more of a Facebook kind of person, the link is in the description. And we have a podcast called Tube Talk, which I host. So shameless plug for my podcast here. Coming out tomorrow. Every Thursday, we release a new episode where we talk about monetization, YouTube algorithm, how to grow your channel, how to deal with brands. Tomorrow's discussion is so cool. It's a channel is about to hit 1 million subscribers. And then she shares with us all those tips and tricks that she's used to get to that. And guess what? She is not even on camera. Huh? How's that? So a lot of people think that you have to be on camera. Well, here is proof that you actually don't. So go to that. That's vidiq.com/tubetalk, or just find Tube Talk in your favorite podcasting application. Okay, so now we got all the stuff out of the way. Got about a couple of minutes to go. And so again, remember, first session, for those who are just joining us, first session is pre-recorded. The second bit is all about Q&A. By the way, if you're going through this training and you're going, this is boring, can you stop waffling on and just get to the point? You can leave and we'll all wave goodbye to you because frankly, we don't need this, okay? We're here to grow our channels and we're here to understand how to do it, and we want to do it the right way. There are no sub for sub. There's no hacks. That is just not the way that we roll here at vidIQ, because we've been doing it for too many years to know what works and what doesn't. And I can tell you for free that the kind of hacks and tricks that people are trying to do here does not work. YouTube's AI systems, with an S, plural, are so much smarter than all of us. So there's really no point in trying to hack your way into YouTube. It's just not going to work. Okay, so a couple of more minutes to go. Hey, it's me, Nathan. Just hit that subscribe button. Boom. Thank you for doing that. And you'll see when you get your name does appear in lights. I do see it on a tiny little screen on the side. So if I can see it, I'll shout you out as you're doing it. If not, then, well, everybody else will know how awesome you are because you've done it. Again, remember that the training is all about getting you to that next level. You want to go from, okay, someone said, random club, I have 30 subs. Great. Random clubs, I'm sure you want to get to 100. this is for you. If you have got 5,000 subs and you want to get to 10,000, this is for you. And guess what? If you got 500,000 subs and you want to get to 1,000,000, this is for you. YouTube is not that complicated. I know it seems like it is, and you're struggling and you're putting in all this effort and you just not seem to be getting anywhere. Super frustrating, really demoralizing. I got you. Okay, this is what today's training is exactly about. There's no weird stuff. This is just do this, then do that, then do this. Okay. Practical, practical, practical. Who said how's it? Hey, push up dad, how's it? Okay, so how's it is a South African thing. So I think how's it dad is from, what's that before is from South Africa. So that's cool. Good to have people from around the world. This is why I love doing this training. I don't care if there's one person on this training or 100, it doesn't matter. As long as I can help one person achieve their goal of understanding how to get to that next level. And this is why it's important. People come back again and again to this training because it's baby steps. When you get one thing right, you then work on the next step. When you get that right, you work on the next step. So we got technical Shahay, Shivam from India. All right, I want to grow my channel. Brilliant. Then you're in the right spot. If you want to grow your channel, you're here for that reason. Perfect. If you want to grow your channel by doing sub for sub, don't waste your time here. This is not what we do. A lot of a push-up dad says in the UK was from Joseph. So yeah, I figured the how's it part kind of gives it away. All right, we got a hit with a super chat. Thank you. I have a gaming channel which didn't go well at the start. I found this channel and took all the info, and I have 2,523 subs. I need some sound effects. Travis needs to hook me up with some sound effects. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you for that super chat. We're going to do some awesome stuff with all your super chats that you guys give us. It doesn't come to our personal coffee fund, unfortunately, but we got a cool plan with that. Watch this space. So that's what we do a lot at vidIQ is we're constantly innovating and getting to that next level because we are creators ourselves. And all we want to do is see you guys succeed. And you got to put in the work. There is no two-way about this. You got to understand what you need to do, and you're putting in the effort. Let's put in the right effort. So I think we're ready to go. It's 12 o'clock on my time. Guys, if the stream dies, don't panic, okay? It's probably because of a tornado. I'll panic. You don't need to. But unfortunately, it's one of those things I really can't control. So fingers crossed, everything will be fine. Hanky dory, everything's ready to go. I've done final checks here. Yeah. Okay. So, all right, let's get into the mood. If you're ready to grow your channel, if you want to know the exact steps to take to go from whatever number you are to that next milestone, this is for you. The reason the first section is pre-recorded, the one I'm about to start now, is so that you can do the right thing and you understand what YouTube wants. It's the 3 Ds of YouTube. You have to get those right. And as soon as you get those right, everything just rock and rolls. Are you ready to do this? Let's do this. So every single week I do the pointless countdown. I count down before we're ready to go. I have no idea why. We're going to do the same this week just so we don't jinx anything. I think we're ready to rock and roll. And by the way, I think let's do this. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, forget it. Let's just do it.
vidIQ. vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
Hello everybody, welcome and thank you for joining us for another vidIQ training session. My name is Liron. I am the Director of Customer Success here at vidIQ, which means that every day I work with creators big and small, helping them level up their channels, get more subscribers, more views in less time, and that's exactly what I'm going to do with you today. Now today is not about theory. It's not about making good thumbnails because we know all of that. And if you missed out on any of that information on the vidIQ channel, which you've just subscribed to, if you haven't already, we have so much value, so many videos about those particular topics. You can go and consume them at your own time. But today it's not about that. Today it's about the practical steps. You know, the thing at vidIQ is a lot of us have our own channels. We're all creators. And therefore we understand the frustrations that you go through as a creator. We've all been there. We all know the frustration of filming a video, spending time editing it, uploading it, and then nothing happens, or a handful of views. Ridiculously frustrating and almost like demoralizing. Do I really want to do this YouTube thing? So that is what today's training is all about, the practical steps. Now, if you don't have vidIQ, that's perfectly fine. You can still hang out with us, no problem. If you are here as a way of saying thank you, in the description below, there's a link to the vidIQ tools. Go and download them, and then for the next 30 days, it will just unlock all the beautiful goodness that's in your channel. And believe it or not, there is goodness, and I'm going to show you how to tap into that. And that's what these tools are about. They're about unlocking that frustration, unlocking the goodness that you have, unlocking the way forward. How do you build your channel? How do you grow? How do you get your audience? And this is what I'm going to show you today. So YouTube is made up of 3Ds, and when you can unlock all 3 of those, that is when magic happens. That is when your channel really blows up. It happened to me. I can tell you from first-hand experience on my channel. So this is critical stuff, and that's why I want to share this with you. Very excited to do this. So the first D is all about discovery. If YouTube doesn't know about your latest creation, it could be absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. Well, it's not going to discover it. And therefore, people are not going to know about it. Therefore, people are not going to find it. And therefore, it's going to remain with very little views. And again, we're going to go deep into all of this. So the first D is about discovery. The second D is about delivery. Are you as a content creator delivering value to your audience? YouTube looks at that. So what I mean by that is, are you using clickbait to get people just to click and then they don't like it and they leave? Are people loving your content so they're watching so much more of this and they're commenting and giving you those thumbs up? That's important. And that's the second D. It's about delivering. And then finally, the third D is about distribution. When you get those first 2 right, YouTube looks at those signals and says, okay, got a video here. It's being loved by its own audience. Let me go and distribute this to a bigger audience. Let me go find a new audience for this video. Oh, and when that happens, that is when you get those fresh new eyes on those videos, and that is when your subscribers grow, and that is when your views grow. Okay, so where do all good YouTube videos begin? They begin in the kitchen. Of course, that's where all good YouTube videos begin, right? If I tell you right now, stop what you're doing, go to your kitchen, go to open up some random cupboards, take up some random ingredients, mix them all together, and then stick it in your oven, what are the odds that a beautiful pizza is going to come out of that? Probably not much, right? But if I tell you, hold on, don't grab random ingredients. I need you to grab the following. There's some tomato sauce, there is some flour, there is some eggs, there is cheese, there is olives, there is whatever. And I give you the steps, and I tell you these are the steps to get the dough going. And then you get the sauce, and then you get the cheese on top, and then stick it in the oven for this temperature, for this long. Then what are the odds of a beautiful pizza coming out? Beautiful and amazing. The way we all approach our videos is the first bit. We take our camera, we run out, we shoot hours and hours of video, we come home, we drop it onto our computers, we edit it, we copy and move scenes around, we add B-roll, it looks amazing, we slap a title, slap a thumbnail, upload it, and then hope that something comes out of that. Hope that a beautiful pizza comes out of that and people love it. That's not going to work, is it? But that's why I want to focus today on the exact steps that you need to take to follow the recipe. Follow the YouTube recipe. Like we did with our pizza, I want to give you the exact those steps that you need to do for your next video. Okay, so it's going to get good. There's lots of information. It's going to come at you fast and furious. Again, if you don't have vidIQ, it's in the description below. Grab it before we get going. This will be available on the replay. So in case you missed anything, or I speak too fast, or you need more information, no problem. Don't worry, after the session is done, you can come back to this. Okay, so now that we have pizza in mind, and a lot of us are going to get hungry round about now, well, that's good motivation to go through this training with me. So you ready for this? Let's start off with making a video pizza. We're going to make a video about pizza. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my search bar. This is where I start. I start by putting in my word or my phrase, and the first thing I want to understand is the landscape. Now remember, we're using pizza here. Of course, this will work for absolutely anything else. I just want to show you an example we all understand because, well, you get this basically around the world. So let's have a look at this. So pizza is my key phrase. I'm going to make a video about pizza. I'm not really sure what yet, but I know that that's what I want to focus on. So vidIQ reveals a whole bunch of information. Highest view video, 28 million. Okay, that looks good. Top creator is a channel called Tasty. Okay, interesting. But look at this, volume. The volume here is 82. It's in the green. What does that mean? it means there's lots of people who are actually searching for our particular key phrase, our pizza key phrase. Do you go out and make a video immediately? No, because you got to look at competition. And you can see the competition is very high. What does that mean? Lots of people are searching for pizza-related content, but there's also lots of channels, lots of videos delivering. So therefore, it's going to be very, very difficult to make a video just about pizza. So do we just give up? No. Here is where this tip comes into play. Now, this is important. This actually will change your research. We're going to do this. We're going to go out here to our search bar, and what we're going to do is the alphabet walkthrough. So, pizza space A, B, C, D. What is it showing you? It's showing me autocomplete. In other words, so many people have searched for the word pizza and dough recipe that YouTube makes it a little bit easier for the next person to start typing pizza space D. We assume they're going to go for this dough recipe. Oh, look, there it is. Dough without yeast. Pizza dough recipe without yeast. How does this help us? How does this help us as content creators? Well, this is a good indication of what people are searching for. If people are searching for pizza dough recipe without yeast, that gives us a beautiful direction for our video. We're going to make a video about pizza dough, and we're going to use the word dough, recipe, and yeast, because those seem to be the popular words. Remember, we're only on the D. E, F, G. Look how many titles come up here that you can actually use for your video. This is where you start really understanding YouTube search. So remember, YouTube is a search engine. What do you do in search engines? You ask questions. So don't forget, don't just do the A, B, C, D walkthrough. Go to the beginning of the phrase and then type in the what. What pizza looks like around the world? What's pizza to your body? What pizza is the best? What? Where? When? Why? How? Okay. And all of a sudden, look at this. How Pizza Hut makes pizza, how pizza rolls are made, how pizza is made in Domino's. What does it show you? It's telling you what people are currently searching for. Go and make your videos based on these. That's how you get those initial eyeballs, those initial reactions, because you're answering somebody's question. Autocomplete is a beautiful way to understand the YouTube algorithm and what people are currently searching for. If you can marry up a video title to a query, that is where you win. Remember, we're still in research mode, okay? So let's have a look at this video. This video, it says, the best homemade pizza you'll ever eat. Views, 19 million views on this. So by most indication, 19 million views is a good views for your video. I mean, we all would love 19 million views on our videos. But does that mean that this channel is winning? In other words, is this a good video for this channel? Because remember, this channel has got 18 million subscribers. So is 19 million views like a regular video for them? Or is it a real video for them? Well, let's find out. So 19 million views, here is what the problem with views is. Views doesn't take time into account. In other words, this video was launched in 2018. Did it get all of its views right at the beginning, or did it take years to get to these numbers? Did it take a day, a month, a week, a year, 3 years? How many years did it take to get to this 19 million? Why is that important? Because it tells me about relevancy. Is this video relevant today? So, for example, the iPhone 1 or the Samsung Note 1 phone that came out. I'm a tech geek, so I'm going to use technology examples. But let's just say that video came out of the iPhone 1. When it came out, millions of views on those videos. But is it still relevant today? That's the question. How many people are still searching today? If all you saw was that this video has got 19 million views and you went ahead and made a video all around this topic, well, you're going to be missing the boat here because this might not be relevant today. So what do? We'll show you something called VPH, views per hour. And essentially what views per hour is, it's telling me right now how many people are watching this video. So as you can clearly see, there is still lots and lots and lots of interest in this particular video, in this particular title. And in fact, if you look at historical trends, you can see it was doing okay, and all of a sudden, boom, a big surge. It's obviously the times that we're in, people are interested in making homemade pizza, and therefore this video is getting all that beautiful momentum. So remember, evergreen content. This is another example of something that was live in 2018. And look, it just was okay, and now just picked up traction. So very important to remember the evergreen content. So when you launch a video, don't panic straight away if it doesn't get those beautiful views. You just never know when your time will come. This is 2 years later, and look at those numbers. Beautiful, just popping. So again, a total number of views doesn't indicate if it's a good video today. So we show you views per hour. Very important. The next thing we look at is, did they use any Reddit? So there's a couple of Reddit instructions, a little bit of Facebook going on here. But look at this. This is beautiful. This tells me that, remember I asked you earlier, 19 million views on a channel with 18 million subscribers. Is this okay or not? Is this a great video, a bad video? Well, we'll tell you that. The compare views in the first 28 days tools is exactly the tool that you need. Because if you have a look at this, you say, this video, I want to compare it to this channel's average. This channel's average is a little pink at the bottom. This video is the one in blue. After 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, so now we can see. After 7 days, this channel typically gets 122,000 to 194,000 views on a video. But this video got a 2.6 million views in the first 7 days. What does this tell me? It's telling me this is an outlier video. This is an exceptional video. And therefore, I am absolutely going to research this video, the title, the thumbnail, the description, the tags that they used. Look what it's ranking for. I want to understand all of this so that I can make my video as close to this as possible. If YouTube is currently suggesting this video and it's an outlier video for this channel, well, I am one to be able to get in on that. Now, this video tells you more. This tool tells you more. Not just this channel's average. You can actually look at your channel's average. So this video compared to your own channel's average. This video compared to the last video you watched. Any video, any playlist, any channel, and then the competitor's average. And I'll show you that shortly as well. So very powerful tool. It tells you exactly what you need to know. This is a good video. Lots of views per hour. Trending topic. Still relevant today. I am absolutely going to investigate this if I was making a pizza video. Remember, we're still in research mode. We're still in the first D, that first D of being discovered. So we may have some title ideas. What about thumbnails? What should we be going after? Well, in research mode, we still want to be discovered. We go to the vidIQ tools on the left-hand side, and there's something called competitors. Click on that. And this essentially loads up all the people who are doing similar stuff to you in your industry. This, for us, this is the people that we work with, people that we attend events with, other YouTube teachers here, and we want to understand what's going on. Now, why is it important? Because YouTube knows that we don't watch one video about one item and then go make a buying decision. We watch multiple videos about the same item. Therefore, what we want to understand is what's going on in the industry. What are our competitors doing? Remember, this is sorted by views per hour. So I can see which topic is getting more attention. I want to see what their thumbnails are like. Are they still good, lots of text, still faces? What's their titles? Are they long titles? Are they short titles? All this gives me good indication. Am I still on the right track? Now remember, in your industry, it's going to be different people. You have to load up yourselves, the people that you look up to, people you want to work with. And when you see it, you start getting a good picture and a good idea. Now I'll tell you what else it does. YouTube is all about trends. YouTube knows that when a trend comes out, it becomes a hot topic, people are talking about it, people are researching it, and therefore it's going to serve more and more content. So imagine in this industry, if we saw that everybody's talking about a specific topic, a specific YouTube tool, maybe something new has come out, and our competitors have started talking about that, well, of course, we're going to understand that, and we want to get in on that action as well. In your industry, it's going to be exactly the same. Maybe everybody is starting to talk about the upcoming big vacation or the upcoming big holiday in your country. Maybe it's Mother's Day, whatever it may be. if people are starting to talk about it, it means the industry is starting to talk about that particular holiday. In other words, search results are coming in. In other words, you can start jumping on this. So it's a good way to keep an eye on your competitors, keep an eye on what they're doing, what are they saying, what do they look like, and is there anything that you need to change? Don't go and copy them, because obviously that's not a good strategy, but go and understand what's going on. Know your competitive landscape. Very, very important. So that is competitors. Go and load up a whole bunch, and the value here is insane, especially when it comes to trend, because trend is where it's at. The next tool I'm going to show you is called the Trend Alerts. Now, Trend Alerts, this is very important. Trend Alerts changes your channel. Here is why. You give it an alert name, and then you say, here's my keyword. So basically what I'm saying to vidIQ is anytime somebody makes a video with this keyword in from any of these competitors or from the whole of YouTube, when that video gets more than, let's just say, 1,000 views per hour, remember, per hour, not in total. When that video gets more than 1,000 views per hour, each week, send me a report that looks like this. Now, why is this important and how does this change channels? Well, what will end up happening is you'll see that a certain style of video has gone from 1,000 views per hour to 5,000 views per hour to 10,000 views per hour. Okay, something is happening. Something's happening over there. I need to understand that because it's going to be your keyword. So it's going to be related to your industry. You know what those big keywords are. And as soon as you see them, you know that you want to jump in on that action and get in on the trend really, really, really early on. So many channels have changed completely because they realized that a certain keyword has become hot, is just starting to roll. They've seen channels go from 500 views per hour on a video to 1,000 views per hour on a video to 5,000 views per hour on a video. Well, it means there's a big hunger for that keyword. Could I make a video with that keyword? Could I make on that topic? And if you can jump in on those trends really, really, really early on. Remember, we're still in the D for discovery. We've done our research. We've done the what, where, when, how. We've done the alphabet walkthrough with our keywords. We have seen which are cool videos. We've marked them so we know to go back to them and research them. We've seen what our competitors are doing, our trend alert sets. The next thing is most viewed. And essentially what most viewed is everything that's going on that's happening on YouTube right now. Now, before you tell me, yes, there is the trending page, very well aware of it, but this is different. Do you know why? Because this sorts out the hot videos on YouTube sorted by views per hour. This video is getting 300,000 views per hour. This video is 146,000 views per hour. So why is this important? Well, first of all, you're in the YouTube game. You need to know what's working on YouTube as a whole, even when it's out of your niche. And here you can see that certain topics are working really, really well. What's the thumbnail like? How clean is it? How much text is there? What is their titles? Is it long? Is it short? All these questions you need to be asking all the time so you can understand how clean these are. Look at this, just something I can pick up immediately. There's no text. Look at that, very little text, if any. Big bright colors, and these are kids content, and they're still doing well on YouTube. Again, even this, Chadwell Clay, great channel, no text. Marquez Brownlee to do with technology. The only text here is the $3.99 the price. You're learning all the time from what's going on. Now you can take it a step further. What you can say is, look, love this guy, but he's got a channel with what, millions and millions of subscribers. It's nowhere near where I am. No problem. You go down here to channel subs and you can change it. You can say, show me only channels that are in the bronze, 10 to 100,000 subs, or 100,000 to 1,000,000 subs, something closer to your world, so that you can learn what's working in that industry, in that subscriber range, and make videos accordingly. You can also do research here with search terms, the various categories, the various countries, and all of this helps you with being discovered. And that's the most important thing, doing that research before you touch that camera, before you rush out and spend hours of your life making a video that is not going to get those views. Spend the time rather doing this here. Okay, so we've seen the videos. We've looked at our competitors. We have done our research. We've looked at what's trending. We've looked at what's working on the whole of YouTube. We looked at it in our research mode. We're now armed. We go and create our video. Okay, now that we've got our video, what do we do next? Okay, so you've done your video, you've uploaded it, and now it's time to feed it all that beautiful, juicy information in your titles, your descriptions, your tags, and your thumbnail. So let's look at these tools. The most important thing for me when it comes to YouTube is the thumbnail and the title in combination. Not in isolation, but together. Why? Well, here's what happens. When somebody's doing a search on YouTube, they perhaps will scroll down and your thumbnail has one mission: to get them to stop and go, "Oh, what's that?" And then they glance over and they look at your title. And together, they're either going to decide to click or not to click. A great thumbnail with a rubbish title is not enticing enough, and vice versa. An amazing title, but with a thumbnail that doesn't get somebody's attention, also not good enough. They're not going to stop and click, but it's got to work together. So this is one of the greatest tools. I love this completely. It's called Preview in Search Results. This is brand new, and this will be a game changer as well. So what do? We want to understand how will my video look like when other people are doing a search. So let's just say the question is how to get 1,000 subscribers. So let's write that in. How to get 1,000 subscribers. And I'm going to say preview and search. Now look what's going to happen. We're going to come up here. This is the video. And this shows me the videos, other videos in this industry. Now we're very lucky because our next video is actually a vidIQ video. So I'm asking myself the question, will this thumbnail get people to stop and click compared to the other videos around it? That is beautiful. Also, I get to see everybody else's titles. I can make changes right here. And not only can I make changes to the title, I can click on preview changes and it would actually change it right here as well. So now I can constantly am optimizing my video to be discovered. So remember I said it's your thumbnail and your title in combination, because that's going to get someone to stop what they're doing like this and go, "Oh, what's this? That is colorful. That's got text, got information. I want to click on that." Now remember, it shows it to me on the search screen, but we all know that home screen is pretty big on YouTube too. That's where a lot of people are finding their information. So now it shows me, look what my icon looks like, my graphics look like on the home screen. Look how it just stands out. All the colors. And that's why people click on this video. And again, I can see this on desktop, I can see this in tablet mode, and I can see it on mobile as well. I want to make sure I'm continuously optimizing my search results, because this is where you win. It's about understanding what your thumbnail and your title look like together compared to the people above you and the people below you. Because as soon as you can get someone's attention with an amazing thumbnail and a great title, this is where you win the click. I love this preview results. Go ahead and use them continuously. You can search for any phrases. We can optimize it here. How to get 100 subs. Let's just say that's get the results there. Okay, now you can see we're very similar to this. So if I was going after the first 100 subs, I will perhaps not use the same thumbnail because it's too similar to this. I would use, another vidIQ one. See how different that is? And that's what you want. How to stop somebody's attention to be able to go, wow, what is this? Click. Now, remember that YouTube knows what your video is about. It's got enough AI systems to understand the content. It's automatically captioning your videos. So it's got all this data. So title and descriptions and your tags simply augment what YouTube already knows. It makes sure that it allocated it correctly. So we always want to write for humans. Don't try keyword stuff this with lots of keywords just to try and get YouTube algorithm to jump around. That used to work back in the day. It does not work anymore because YouTube's smarter than that. So write for people. Write in a way that somebody will want to click. Your description. Put some effort into your description. So give a great opening line because that's the preview line that people will see. And then now timestamps. Make sure you spend time putting in timestamps. YouTube is experimenting with new features. There's things like chapters. we're going to see more and more of this come into play, especially as we go towards voice. So make sure that you put in timestamps into your videos, helping YouTube help you. So when someone on Google does a quick search of how to double down on quality or quantity, well, maybe this is a good enough phrase that YouTube will recommend this video. So you need to spend time and effort in here. So which keywords do you use? Well, this is where tags come in. So whilst tags aren't as important as they used to be, you absolutely still need to be using tags. So you start typing here Mother's Day, and here you can already see a whole bunch of Mother's Day related tags that pop in here. So let's select this one, but watch this. Okay, click into here. Now we've got a whole wealth of information. Now what we can see here is Mother's Day gift ideas, but look at this. We also show you the related keywords. We show you the most used keywords, the search volume, the competition, the overall score, and all of these are basically searchable and indexable so that you can go through and say, well, which tags do I want to use? Mother's Day gift looks like a good one, and simply click on the plus button and it will add that tag. All of this information simply helps your video to get better classification. And even though tags by themselves don't matter, when you feed the beast, it helps you with your videos. So many people are just ignoring tags altogether, and that is a big, big mistake. It's all about building those relationships between your videos and other videos, other search results, and tags help you do that. Okay, so use your tags. Now, the big thing here is, when do you make your video public? When do you launch your video? So YouTube looks at various factors. And when it knows about your video, it knows the content, it knows what your title is, it knows what your thumbnail's like. What it doesn't know, if it's a good or a bad video, it has no idea. So it looks for signals. And one of those signals is, do people watch when you make it public? So the best way to do that is to launch your video during a time where people are actually online. So this tool tells you that. Best time to publish, broken down by day. And it knows that if I'm going to launch a video on a Wednesday, my audience happens to be online between these times. So I should probably launch my video just before that, so to get all that upwards traffic as people are joining. This is an important signal. If you make your video available and people are watching it instantly, YouTube says, oh, there must be value here because people are watching, and they're watching for more than 50%. So I want to be able to translate that into maybe trying with another audience. And that's where distribution starts to happen, because YouTube is getting all these glorious signals to say that this is a good quality video. And that is how you unlock distribution. So launch your video when your public is online. And a good ninja tip here is, try not to launch whenever you can schedule a video. What I mean by that is, you can schedule a video to launch on the hour, or every half an hour, or even every 15 minutes. Or so 9, 9:15, 9:30, for example. But if you launch your video at 9:48, it's such a weird time that no other companies schedule their videos to launch at that, because you can't. So now you have an opportunity to stand out amongst those notifications. Less notifications, more odds. The odds are much better that your subscriber actually gets the notifications. So just a little bonus tip there. As we scroll further down, a lot of vidIQ SEO scores that are right here. We've even got the checklist. Let me make sure that I've done everything. Have I got a card? Have I got an end screen? We don't enable monetization, so I'm obviously going to see the X. Have I shared it on Twitter, made it public, etc.? So we're just keeping you on track, a nice little running track to make sure that you're ticking all the right boxes and ticking all the right marks here. Okay, so we've done our research. We're going to get discovered. We've done the first D. The second D is that we have now launched our video. We've launched it at the right time. And now we hope it's up to YouTube to distribute that video as much as possible. We're obviously going to help it along with social media and our own efforts to get the video seen. But we're hoping the YouTube algorithm kicks in. Well, YouTube rewards people that deliver. So it's quality over quantity. How do we know if you're delivering? Well, this is where this tool comes in. It's called the Channel Audit Tool. Now, this is the tool I was missing when I was building up my YouTube channel, because I needed something that I can push a button that will tell me what's working and what isn't working. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 10 hours of my day trying to decipher little numbers and exporting reports from YouTube Analytics to try to work out what's working and what isn't. I want to push a button, and this is what this does. The channel audit does exactly that. It says, okay, over the last 30 days, is my channel growing or shrinking? So I can see views, subscribers, watch time. If it's going up, great. If it's going down, why? Did maybe I have a viral video last month and don't have one this month? Okay, so I understand. So it gives me that information. The next thing I want to look at is content to double down on. And essentially what that means, this is content that you need to make more of. People love this content. It's broken down into views per hour. Which videos are giving me views per hour? How many views per hour does each one of these videos give me? What's the engagement rate? What's the views? Subscribers gained? How many subscribers per 1,000 views? So it gives me an idea of what's bringing in my subscribers to my channel. And now I know that if people are loving this content, make more of this content. Simple as that. And down here, total watch time, average watch time, top retention. These are the stuff that YouTube loves, and YouTube rewards you for it. So if you can mix these together, find the trend on your channel and see what works and make more of that, you'll very quickly discover these certain elements that your channel, that people love, and these certain channel stuff that they don't love. So for example, in how to make the best pizza recipes, maybe you're going to make 5 different pizza recipes, and every time you use the word pepperoni, it doesn't rank up here. Because you know what? People didn't love that. Where do you see it? In the content that could use work. This is the stuff that didn't really work too well. Well, why not? Lowest average watch time, lowest retention, lowest like ratio, lowest views, videos losing subs. What does that mean? Well, people didn't really engage with our content. Why not? Do we just not make it? No, we go and we understand why these things not work. What's going on here? Could we do something better to improve it? So things are always going to be up here. So pepperoni lands up down here. Don't make pepperoni recipes. Only make the stuff that works up here. Now another section in the middle is called the top search terms. What are people searching to get to your channel, to get the information? What are the click rates for your end screen? The card click rates. What does this? All this tells you? Well, these are the search terms. So if I make more videos with these search terms, guess what? More views, more subscribers. End screens. You can see how when I'm referring to certain elements in my end screens, they're working better than other end screens. The call to subscribe on our end screen isn't really working. We're not getting much out of this. But best for viewer seems to be doing a lot better. Channel seems to be doing a lot better. On your cards, polls, look at this. 71% of people are engaging in polls. We're going to make more polls. Playlist is doing okay. Not so bad, but not as good as polls. So we're going to use more polls in our videos. So you see how all this information really helps you understand the second D. Are you delivering? Because when you deliver, that is when distribution happens. And remember, this is for 30 days. We can even drop it down to 60 and 90 days. I always look at this on my personal channel between 30 days, and then I look at it at 90 days. I want to smooth out any highs, smooth out any lows, and just get an idea of what's actually working. So I look at my content to double down on, look for those trends, what are the search terms, and what didn't work so well. Down here, well, I see a little bit of information. I'm using a lot of characters, but look down here, items to improve upon. Here it says to me, okay, there's videos without cards. 12 videos don't have an end screen, and 6 videos are not added to a playlist. I can go into each one of these and instantly fix it straight from here. So it always keeps a good housekeeping in check. Channel audit tool is it's almost your savior. It's the best thing that you need for your channel because it's the unemotional version that tells you what's working and what isn't working. So now we have done the first D. We have been discovered. We have done the second D. We are delivering. We're spending lots and lots of time in our channel audit tool to understand what's working and what isn't working. And we're constantly giving our audience the stuff that's working. They're loving it. They're giving us subscribers and they're giving us views. That is what it's all about. And when you do that well enough, once you spend a lot of time doing this, you're going to go into your achievements and you're going to start unlocking achievements. we've unlocked the 500,000 subscriber achievement. And don't worry, this is customized for your channel. So if you haven't hit a certain achievement, don't think you have to wait till 500,000. But now, why this is important? Because when you unlock an achievement, it generates a certificate. And this certificate is a great way to help build your audience. Here is why. When you have an achievement and you share it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, wherever you share it, people are going to say, wow, I'm part of this journey. Your audience is part of that journey. They love being part of people's journeys. They retweet, they like, give you a shout out for being successful. Well done. And that grows your community because other people see this and go, oh, I didn't know about this vidIQ channel. Let me go check it out. There must be lots of value. This is social proof that everything works and has come together beautifully for you. So spend some time in your achievement. Understand what you're breaking into. Share those certificates. Be excited about it. And then look at your top performing months. What are your targets? Use that as a bit of a motivational thing. Can I reach my goals? How many more days am I away from reaching my next milestones? We take care of all that for you so that you are proud to share your successes. And when you do, make sure you tag vidIQ on your social media. So we're happy to retweet. We're happy to celebrate in your success and your milestones. Okay, so that was a lot. You saw how and why I pre-record that. There's a lot of information that comes at you fast and furious. Now, those who weren't so busy typing in the chats and were actually focused and listening, like we have you guys doing every single week, what I love is the way that you come back with comments and questions and you work on the first thing and then you work on the next thing, and every week you improve one little bit on your channel, and that is how you grow. If you're just going to ask me how to get more views, how to get more subscribers, I'm literally going to tell you watch the stream. It's not because I'm trying to be mean. It's because I have literally just spent an hour or so telling you how to get more subscribers, more views on your videos, how to go viral, how to use trends, how to look at your competitors, see what's happening around the world on YouTube, what you can tap into. This is why we do this training week after week after week. And I know these people who say, hey, I was here last week. It's the same training. And every single time I go and I watch their channel, they have done absolutely zero, not one thing from this training. So if you're just going to come and hang out here and just type nonsense in the chat, great. But are you really looking to grow your channel? Because it doesn't look like it. Whereas a lot of other people are saying, hey, I did this last week. It worked really well. I'm now here to learn the second bit. And yes, let me hear the first bit again because I want to make sure I understand it. Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, everyone is here. YouTube is a skill. None of us were born knowing how to do this stuff. None of us were born knowing how to read and write. But guess what? Over the years, we've learned. None of us know how to ride a bike when we're born. But over the years, we have learned. Leela rides her bike every day. Well, when it's not raining. But she didn't do it from day zero. She had to learn and to practice to know how to do this. And that is what YouTube is. Look at Leela's channel, how it's changed, how she's constantly evolving, because she's understanding what she's doing right. She's understanding what she's not doing right, and she's adapting, she's changing, she's getting better, because it is a skill. So that's why we say sub for subs doesn't work, because you're not learning anything. Going to simply upload and throw up a whole bunch of comments and videos on YouTube isn't going to get you anywhere. Spamming chats isn't going to get you anywhere. It is a skill. You've got to take it step by step. The reason I do this training every single week is because the steps don't change. The steps haven't changed in years in YouTube. Those are the steps. So now that we got that out of the way, if you don't have vidIQ, in the description there's a link. It says 30-day free vidIQ. You click on that link. There's a coupon called webinar. You put that in and off you go. If you're having some issues or problems, go ahead and email support@vidiq.com and they'll simply sort you out. It's the way we're going to do questions. We ready for it? I think we've got a little bit of coffee left, but the way we're going to do question is you're going to go at vidIQ and then you're going to ask the question. I'll pick up a question. I will then answer it. I'll then see more questions and I'll answer those as well. So as soon as you've got a question, go ahead and drop it in here and we can do this. Okay, Darren's general info says, question. Whoa, Daryl, where'd you go? How come, what? How come in famous YouTubers suggested videos? Basically, you're saying, how do you get suggested on other people's content? Well, when you use the trending tools, when you use topical terms, when you do the alphabet walkthrough and you're answering questions that other people are answering, YouTube knows, as I said in the training, YouTube knows we don't watch one video about one thing and then we leave. We watch 3, 4, 5 videos about the same thing. How do you get yourself into suggested? You make content that other people are talking about, something that you're passionate about. Maybe you bring a different element to it. Then when they finish that first video, then your video pops up and someone says, hey, I don't know this person, but that title's amazing. That thumbnail's incredible. It made me stop. Now I want to go watch that person's videos. So that's how you get onto other people's suggested. Okay, let's look at some other thing. Right, Mojaf sorry, I did tell you I will mess up names bad. Hey, I have vidIQ app, but it doesn't appear on my channel. Okay, hit up support@vidIQ.com. I can't really sort out your computer from here. We're kind of in the middle of a live stream. All right, let's do some more questions. Let's just refresh. Okay, so I'm Frown says, how much video views does it take to reach 4,000 hours watch time threshold? How many views does it take to reach 4,000? It doesn't really work that way, because you can have lots of people. You can have 1 million people watching for 1 second, or you can have 10,000 people watching for half an hour each. So it doesn't really work views to that. It's more of, you're focusing on the wrong thing. What you should be focusing on is, are you keeping people on your video? By the way, this applies to everyone, literally every single person in this chat. If you're not keeping people watching on your video and you're simply going, screw it, I'll make another video. What, they didn't watch this one either? I'll make another video. Oh, who cares about analytics? Just make more videos. And then you go, YouTube hates small YouTube channels. No, it doesn't. It tells you what's wrong with your video. Your video sucks. And how does it know? Go look at your YouTube analytics. And then when you go on your watch time analytics, and it says, hey, people are dropping off like flies right at the beginning of your video. Guess what? You're not hooking them enough. You're not keeping them engaged. You haven't grabbed their attention. So now they've left. Now, in the middle of your videos, people are leaving your video. Well, maybe you spoke too long. Maybe you weren't engaging enough. Maybe there wasn't something keeping their attention. Work on that. If they're leaving at the end, well, are you ending correctly? Are you sending them to your next video? Are you doing the whole, thanks guys for hanging out here. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video. Because as soon as we hear that, we're already moving on to the next video. Or what you should be doing at the very end is saying, and if you like this video about this content, check out this video where I talk more about, and send them to your next video. That's how you grow your channel. When you don't look at your analytics and all you're doing is throwing up more stuff on YouTube, and then you say, YouTube sucks. Well, it doesn't. You have to understand your analytics. This literally applies to every video on every channel. Doesn't matter what you make. Just do that. Okay, so how do you get 4,000 minutes? Do that. How do you get 1,000 subscribers? Do that. How do you get 1 million subscribers? Do that. The rules don't change. You just go do that. Okay, Onij, maybe? Okay. Is it fine to post several videos even if you have no subscribers? Not only is it fun, it's amazing. What you should be doing when you have no subscribers is experimenting. You should be posting 3, 4, 5 videos on your channel about topics you're passionate about. Learn how to label them correctly, title them correctly. I showed you all this on this training, how to use the alphabet walkthrough. Do that. Get an amazing thumbnails. Work on your thumbnails. You're going to get better and better the more you do. And then you're going to start seeing some tractions. Out of your 4 or 5 videos, 1 or 2 videos are going to hit. People are going to like those. They get more views than the others. Maybe not subscribe yet, but they get more views. Make more videos about that. And then you make more videos about that again. And that's how you very quickly, or slowly, find your niche, find your footing. What are you good at? What can you attract your audience with? And then you make those videos. Absolutely, is it fun? Not even fun, it's encouraged. You should be making lots of videos and getting better with every video. Well done for just doing that. That's brilliant. So many people just give up. They make 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, oh, I'm out. No, that's when YouTube has no data on you. How is it going to suggest an audience when it doesn't know who you are yet? Show YouTube you're serious, work on those thumbnails, work on those titles, and that's how you grow. Okay, right, let's refresh on it and get some more questions. Drake Redwind01 says, how do I find the achievements? If you got the vidIQ plugin, which I'm assuming you do, on the left-hand side, there's a button called Achievements. You click on that, and there it pops up. There it is. That was a good one. That was nice and easy. Okay, Russell Muscle, love that. Okay, question. Read tags. Is it better to place tags first with huge volume, but also huge competition, maybe lower the search volume? Okay, so the tag situation. Tags are not as important as they used to be. I would absolutely focus 70% of my attention on thumbnail and title combination together. The title and combination together, it what gets you a click or doesn't. Simple as that. The thumbnail's mission is only one mission, to get somebody to stop what they're doing. You got their attention and they go, oh, what's this? And they glance over at your title and the title says, oh, this is interesting. I'm going to click. Just like you when you go online, what do? You do exactly that. You look for something, a thumbnail catches your attention, you do a quick look at the title, and you decide, nah, I'm not going to click. Or, wow, I'm going to click on that. That is where to spend your attention on. Yes, tags, stick them in there. Description, work on those description. But 70% of everybody's efforts needs to be on title and thumbnails together. That's it. And by the way, don't give away the ending. Okay, here's what I mean. Let me find something. Okay, so this is my little dude. It's called the Techie Duck. Okay, it lives on my channel. And if I said, you have to buy this today for $5.99, well, what reason is there for you to watch my video? There isn't. But if I said, what on earth is this? Now, it's not clickbait, because I'm going to explain what this is. It's got some mysterious element to that, and I'm being flippant here, obviously, because that's the only thing I could grab. But it's got some mysterious element to that. Maybe it's interesting enough for somebody to click, and then you click on it. But when you say, hey, you have to buy this, or this is the worst place in the world, great. I don't have to watch it. You just told me. One line. Thank you. I'm out. I'm not going to waste my time. You've just told me. But why did we get kicked out of this restaurant? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, maybe I'll watch that. Okay, so thumbnail titles, thumbnail titles, thumbnail titles. I want a shirt made. Thumbnail titles, thumbnail titles. Okie dokie. Right. If you got a question at vidIQ, then I can see it. Otherwise, I'm going to miss it. Hey, El Jefe's in the house. What's up? Magdalena Helen is back. Thank you for being here. I saw Astro Imager is here as well. Okay, let's get some more questions. Right. Drake Redwind01. How do you know if a video is evergreen? Ooh, good question. So, evergreen videos I love, some people hate. Here is why. When you do a video that's topical, it's happening right now. I don't know if you guys saw this morning, but David Blaine did this whole stunt where he was holding onto a balloon and he went up into the air and he skydived from it. Okay, that's happening right now. People are going to make videos about that today because it's topical today. The question is, in a year's time, do people really still care? Maybe they'll search for it, but realistically, it's not a hot topic. It's not something that's on top of everybody's mind. So an evergreen content is something that even in a year's time, it will still make sense, right? So 3 things never to do in China. Well, in a year's time, those 3 things are probably going to still be relevant, especially if you're planning a holiday to China, right? So that's evergreen content. The pros and the cons. Well, the pros of doing a content that's based on something that's trending right now is that you're going to get those initial views because everybody's talking about this. It's a hot topic. Lots of views. That's the pro, not the con. That's the pro. The con is that just as quickly it dies down because nobody cares. And after a while, and you also have to deal with all the competition of everybody else making those videos. If you want to see this in action, go look whenever they launch a new iPhone, a new Android phone, a new Samsung phone. Whenever they do any of those launches, new cameras, everybody talks about them, and then it dies down. Right. The advantage of an evergreen content is that it still has legs, still got traction. years down the line. I have videos that are literally 4 years old, still bringing views and money, right? And the downside of evergreen is you don't get that initial big push. So you've got to put in the time on that. Okay, a bit of a long-winded explanation, but hopefully that makes sense. All right, wildly cool. Is it fun to play new games like Minecraft, Fall Guys, and Call of Duty Warzone as a small gaming channel has 7 subs? You can do anything you want, but why would I want to watch your channel versus my boy Preston Plays, as an example? Okay, why? What do you bring? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Why would somebody watch my channel versus somebody else's channel? Now remember, Minecraft is a 10-year-old game, right? Fall Guys is the hot and topic that everybody's doing. So everybody's making videos on that. Call of Duty, exactly the same. So those are hot topics that everybody's talking about. Why would they watch your channel? What do you bring? What's your personality? What do you bring? Maybe you play it differently. Maybe you do challenges. Maybe you do let's plays, but you're blindfolded. I don't know. Maybe you do things that are different to somebody else. And that's why people will love you on your channel and get connected to you. You can do anything. I would focus on being really good at one game. And by being good, I don't mean like being able to beat Ninja. I'm saying being really, really good in terms of understand what your audience wants and just making that content. And if it's Call of Duty and you're really good at it, great. Maybe you play levels only with the knife, I don't know, without any guns. Maybe, so something that's different, something that you can bring out of yourself. People go, hey, did you see that channel? That channel is really cool. This is what he does. This is what she does on that channel. So that's important. If you're going to be exactly like everybody else, well, how do you stand out? You have to find a way to stand out. Okay. DJ Berger says, which website do you recommend for making thumbnails? Well, so firstly, go to apps.vidiq.com/rewards. Maybe one of the mods can drop it out to DJ Berger. So apps.vidiq.com/rewards. And in there, we got a whole bunch of people who do thumbnails. Also, check out canva.com. They do thumbnails as well. So those are quite a couple of suggestions. Okay, I am refreshing. Right. Let's see what are the questions. Right, Ribbon Spark says, if I put my video as not made for kids, though it was made for kids, and I didn't notice that my videos are made for kids, will YouTube notify me and set my videos made for kids, or will they ban me? If YouTube even thinks that you're trying to cheat their system by saying it's not for kids when it's clearly made for kids, they do have the right to take action against your channel, and it could be as little as taking down your video. It could be as big as taking down your entire channel. Do not try cheat YouTube's algorithms, AI systems. They know what they're doing. If you made a video and you know yourself that you've made it for kids and you've marked it as not for kids, you don't have a leg to stand on. I have seen lots of channels getting taken down completely. It was clearly made for kids. It was simple lyrics, big graphics, over animated characters. There was a dinosaur at one stage. There was a singing pot plant. Who was that made for? Okay, it was made for kids. Let's be honest. YouTube he got away with it for a while. Then YouTube picked it up on it and then took the channel down. Don't mess with the YouTube system. If it's made for kids, mark it as made for kids. If it's not made for kids, mark it as not made for kids. Okay. Let me just refresh. Okay, El Jefe reading the rules here. Don't spam the chat. Yeah, you tell them. Okay, Drake Redwin01. Thank you so much. No problem. Is most music videos evergreen? Yeah, I would say music falls into that, but of course you need to make sure you've got the royalties and the rights to use that music. I've seen lots of meditation channels that have gone literally hours and hours and hours of meditation music. They've been going for years and years. Some of them are actually live 24 hours a day doing that music, and it's growing like crazy. So, but they've got the rights. They produce those music. Obviously, you can't take somebody else's music and just do that, right? Okay, I am going to refresh again. Right, Avedi Photography says, how can I turn viewers into subscribers? Love that. How do you turn a viewer into a subscriber? Let me ask you that question. You watch a lot of channels on YouTube. When do you hit the subscribe button? You hit the subscribe button when you find a channel that you can connect with, when you find a channel that you're getting good value from, when you find a channel when you go, wow, I wonder what they're going to do next. Let me hit that subscribe button so I'm notified. Same thing for your channel. How do you turn a viewer into a subscriber? Are you offering them value? Are you awesome at what you're doing? How are you making content they want to watch? Those are the questions, because if you are, they will turn into subscribers. Okay, great question. Great question. Okay, right. Solar MC, is Minecraft considered for kids? Technically not, because a lot of adults play Minecraft. Though there's a gray area of certain games. I haven't seen lots of Minecrafts get into trouble being for kids, but it's the presenter. If you're going to talk in a baby voice and you're going to tell, okay, kids, today we're going to mine for, well, guess what? It's made for kids. But if you're going to kind of have a gameplay, a let's play with 3 of your mates, and you're going to do challenges against each other, go watch someone like A-Drive, and when they do their streams. So clearly that's not meant for kids. PewDiePie does Minecraft. That's not made for kids. Jacksepticeye, when he plays games, not made for kids. Just because it's a game, it doesn't automatically make it for kids. But it's how you present the stuff that determines whether it is or isn't. Okay. Let's do some more questions, people. Right, best gamer. How do I comment about my channel in a non-self-promo way? You mean on other people's videos? Well, you don't comment about your channel. It's never about you. It's always about the viewer. If you're going to comment on other people's streams or other people's channels, answer questions. Be helpful. Add value. What do people do? Look at our mods, like Magdalena Helen, El Jefe, Tenembra Gaming, Leela, Astro Imager. They're being super helpful and they're answering people's questions. Naturally, people are going to go, well, who is this person? Who is El Jefe Reviews? They're going to look up his channel and they're going to see the amazing stuff that he does. And they're going to maybe connect with it. And then they're going to hit that subscribe button because they want his information. Paul Peck Drywall Tube is here. What is up? How you doing? Same thing with Paul. So you see, they're just adding value. They're not promoting their channels. They don't come here to go, look at me, look at me, look at me. They're here to help you guys so that you say, wow, that Paul knows his stuff. Let me go check out his channel. Same thing with you, right? Hey, Scully House of Thrillers, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. So, you see, again, Scully House of Thrillers, great example. I've seen them comment on my personal channel on my videos, right? It's never self-promotion, but I know who they are because I've seen them time and time again. That's how you win at YouTube. It's a community. If you're adding value, other people are going to find you interesting, and then they're going to go to your channel and decide for themselves, should they subscribe or not. Okie dokie, let's do some more stuff. All right, Genesis surprised mail. I love the all caps because that doesn't scream spammer at all. Right, how can I let my audience I post a new video if there's no notification bell, comments, or end screens, etc.? How can I let my audience know if there's no... I don't even know what that means. Maybe you've got a kids channel. I'm assuming that's what it's going on. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. If it's a kids channel, there is no notification. There is no bells. There is no comments. That's why they did that. So the people who know your channel are just going to subscribe. They're going to add it to a playlist. What you can do is go outside of YouTube, like creating a mailing list and emailing the parents. You can do things on social media. So find where the parents are hanging out, because typically if you're making kids content, it's not the kids that are reading your title. It's not the kids that are making that decision. It's typically the parents. They put the iPad in front of the kid and they push play, and then they know that your content's going to come up. So it's about understanding that the audience might not necessarily be the kids. By the way, I'm assuming you have a kids channel based on your question. Okay. Let's go. I saw the question here. I'm just going to refresh the screen again. Where do you go? Daisty? All right. Okay. Is that the microphone, people? Okay, just curious. If I do a montage of videos, what's the best title for a montage? And if you copy another channel's title, is that a good action to do? By the way, thank you for the free training. You are welcome. Okay, so let's break down this question. If you do a montage, what's the best titles for a montage? Depending on the content that's in the montage. Top 10 fails of all time. Boom, people love those things. 3 things I wish I never did. There's a montage title right there. Make it interesting. If you're going to say, a day in the life of me, okay, unless you're super interesting and people know you, a little bit more difficult to connect with. Think with the viewer in mind. What would a viewer do if they saw your title? That's the important bit. Also, good thumbnail as well. If you copy another channel title, is that a good action to do? Yes and no, depending on your channel size. If you're going after search versus a browse strategy, so you're hoping people will type in what's the best microphone and you want yours to come up, then you do want to find those keywords which are ranking really, really high, as I showed you at the beginning of this training, and then make titles like that. Would I copy someone's exact title? Probably not. Your data is different on your channel than somebody else's channel, so YouTube will treat you guys completely separately. So again, that's why we keep on saying, don't copy somebody else, because you don't know what's going to happen. And I use this example all the time. Someone like Casey Neistat, he could launch a video tomorrow with a semicolon as his title. And I've used this example many times, and he's still going to get 1 million views. None of us can launch a video with a semicolon as our titles. We're not going to get 1 million views. Why? The data on Casey Neistat channels, Peter McKinnon's channel, I mean, all these big YouTubers, the data on their channel is completely different to the data that's on your channel. So just by copying someone's title and tags and descriptions and everything else, not really going to help you that much. Okie dokie, let's do some more stuff. Okay, if you got any questions, at vidIQ, and then I can actually see it. Okay, DJ Burger, I think we've covered this one already. Which title? Yes, we have. Right, how do you find good, okay, pairs, P-E-I-R-S, pairs, okay. How do I find good tags to rank for? Wrong question. How do you find good topics in your videos that you're passionate about that people are going to watch? Much better question. Stop looking for a solution that says, hey, if I find this one keyword or this one tag, wow, it's going to rank me as #1 in the world. It doesn't work like that. People are trying to gamify YouTube. They're going to say, hey, if I get my SEO score to be super high, I'm going to rank #1 and I'm going to get millions of views. Nope, doesn't work like that. Because if your channel doesn't retain the audience, if your videos don't retain the audience, they don't come back, they don't comment, they don't like, YouTube's not going to push your videos because you haven't told YouTube that you got good content. Your question is, what's the best video I can make about a super topic that I'm passionate about, and how can I make more of those videos and then get better and better at making those videos? That is time well spent. How to find the top ranking keywords? Who cares? I can tell you what it is. Fortnite. Now what? Okay, great. There it is. Fortnite. Are you going to rank #1 in the world in Fortnite tomorrow morning? No. But if you find an angle, something that's different, good quality videos, you bring your personality with it, well, that's a different story. That is how you win. Okay. If somebody's got a Premiere Pro question, I would highly recommend Leela's channel, because that's what she does. She does not do Photoshop, as I got it wrong, so I have to repent forever, I think. Okay, let's do some more stuff. Okay, again, so many people are asking, vidIQs for tags score is this, but it won't increase my views. No, it's certainly not going to, because you're focusing on the wrong stuff. Stop looking at the SEO score. Focus on your title. Focus on your description, on your thumbnail. Focus on your description, the content of your video. Tags, YouTube has told us a bazillion times, tags are just not as important as they used to be. You're focusing on the wrong thing. Really focus on your audience. What value can you bring your audience? Okay, best gamer. If I unlist my live stream, will my watch hour reduce? Yes. Anything that it can't be accessed, these gets reduced. If you delete your videos, you lose watch time minutes as well. Okay, dokie. All right, Magdalena and Astra Imager are rocking those chats. Thank you guys for still doing that. Let's do a couple of more questions before my caffeine runs out. So far, we've been lucky with the internet, so let's carry on. Right, Tiny Squidman, cool name. How do I get my live stream back? Some streams were deleted for going against policies. I have clips, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, no. So we don't deal with any of that stuff. That's between you and YouTube, and whatever penalty YouTube has given you, pretty much you got to deal with YouTube, I'm afraid. If you're not getting any luck with YouTube, I would suggest try Twitter and then tweet them, because they seem to be not pretty responsive, but much more responsive than other platforms. Wildly Cool, does Let's Play videos, tutorial videos will possibly enough to grow my channel? No idea. It's like me saying to you, if I do a video about a coffee, well, that's going to make me grow my channel. You have no idea. There's no way for someone to answer it. Again, I think this is a common thing that a lot of people are getting wrong. People are thinking that if I do X, it will tick this box, and then YouTube is just going to love my videos and blow them up. Does not work like that. You have to make videos that people actually want to watch. That's it. The bottom line of YouTube is that's what it boils down to. You can make the most epic videos with B-roll and aerial photography and drone photography and underwater cameras and GoPro and 12 live action cam. But the content is rubbish and nobody cares about it. YouTube is not going to promote it. But if you make a great video that answers a question, or you make a great video that's funny, or you make a great video that's education, that is what's important. People can put up with a lot, but as soon as you get that video that answers somebody's question and they watch to 50% of that video, you're telling YouTube, or your audience is telling YouTube, hey, there's some really good stuff here. What's going on with this video? Why are people watching? Why are they rewinding? Why are they leaving great comments? Why are they giving it thumbs up? And by the way, even if they give it thumbs down, so what? Like, this stream has got thumbs down. I'll be okay. YouTube looks for that engagement. And when it sees that engagement, it gets the good signal saying, hey, there's something in this video, and it's going to try distribute. You remember that third D we were speaking about in the training? It tries to get that third D and get that content out there a little bit more. And are those audience also loving that content? Yes, they are. Great. YouTube distributes it a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And that is how you grow your channel. Don't look for hacks. Don't look for tips. Don't look for SEO score to align. Doesn't matter. If your videos are rubbish and people don't want to watch them, YouTube is not going to promote them. You can get 100% for everything. But if YouTube doesn't get the quality signals it's looking for, it's not going to promote it. End of story. Simple as that. Okay. Cancer Removal says, is streaming a good value to your channel since no watch time from it? Well, then if you are, you got to ask yourself, why are you live streaming? I have a technology channel. I can live stream. I've just chosen not to because I can't find a good enough reason to live stream on my channel. I can't find a good enough reason to actually put content out there in a live stream form. I just haven't got a show formula for it. El Jefe, on the other hand, has. And he's live streaming on a couple of platforms. He has found his niche. He's found his groove. He's doing it. Where so many people are doing it. There's not right and wrong. It's more of what value do you bring to your audience? When you bring value to your audience, you're going to get people watching. And they're going to get engagement. And they're going to drop some super chats. And they're going to love your content. And you're going to make more of a connection. Live streams are amazing because normally we put content out there and it's a one-way street. The only way to get feedback is through comments. Whereas a live stream, like you guys are doing now, I'm answering questions, you're asking questions, and we have a two-way conversation. So people get to connect. So again, it's why do a live stream? Well, don't do it because you can. Do it because you got value to give. And as soon as you do that, well, that's when things click. Okay, right. A couple of more questions because my voice is going completely. Right. DG546. I think I got the 546 right. That's pretty much it. How can I make my sports channel evergreen? Sports is full of current events. Awesome. Make montages on sports. Those are great. Okay. 10 best, baskets of all time. You can do things like 10 biggest crashes. Make a top 10 series. 10 biggest crashes, 10 viral shots, 10 impossible shots, 10 easy, easy to hit but missed shots. Something like that. You can do those because those are evergreen at all times. You can also do a how-to. So you maybe, let's just say it's tennis. I don't know why. Let's just say it's tennis. And you're going to get tennis. There's a couple of clips of people giving tips on your tennis. What's the best forehand, backhand, serve. Cut those out and make a tennis educational video. That's going to be available at all times. You got to think like that so that you know what would somebody still want to see in 6 months' time. That's how I would do that. Okay. Right. Drake, Redwind01 says, why do people make videos for kids if they can't be monetized? They still can be monetized, maybe not directly. Some people sell merchandise and toys and they sell apps. There's like lots of ways to do it. It's not necessarily just YouTube. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Right. I think we're done. Any more questions? One more question? Who's going to get another question? Okay, there we go. So, Cryptonomies says, what do you think about hashtags? I watched some vidIQ, but somehow I'm still confused if they're useful or not. Okay, so hashtags, we have hashtags. You can see in this video, it's got hashtags, but we make up our own hashtags. Like, okay, let me talk from a personal point of view. I have a technology channel. It's called The Techie Guy. So it's just, well, it's my name, but it's The Techie Guy. So every video of mine has hashtag The Techie Guy. Why do I do that? Why do I not talk about hashtag Samsung, hashtag Apple, hashtag, I don't know, iPhone? Because when somebody clicks on that, they're going to go away from my channel and they're going to see a million other videos about the latest iPhones. Okay, by the way, you're not going to find an iPhone video on my channel. But if you're going to click on Samsung, you're going to find lots of videos from everybody. But on my channel, if you just click on The Techie Guy, other people don't have that. So all the videos that you see in the search results are my videos. And that's what I want. I want to keep my viewer on my channel. So I make up my own hashtag, The Techie Guy. Like here, grow your channel, hashtag more views 2020, okay? When you click on that, you're going to get more of these streams because we use the same hashtag. So we're keeping you more on our channel. So our hashtag important? Yes. Could you use them effectively? Yes. I've actually seen my hashtag being as one of my search terms. The people are using the search term to find my channel. So I know that it does work, but you got to use them smartly. Hopefully that was that answers your question. Okay. All right, guys. So again, it all boils down to a simple thing: make content people want to watch. There is no magic bullet here. There's no penicillin that cures all ills. It's just good storytelling. Over the years, for generations and generations, we've been telling stories. The stories that we know today are the stories that were good. The rubbish stories got forgotten along the way. Don't be a forgotten channel. Make good content that people want to watch, deliver it well to your audience, and then get people, look at your retention, look at your watch time. Are people staying to 50% of your videos? If they're dropping off, go back and watch. Why are they dropping off? Is your hook not good enough? Are you waffling on and on in the middle of the video? Are you losing them at the end? Try improve those, because that's how you win. Better thumbnail, better titles, good descriptions. Definitely have tags, but don't waste so much title on all of those. And then really focus down on delivering value to your audience. That is what it's all about. Appreciate you guys hanging out here. Mods, you guys have been legends, rock stars as always. Really good. Appreciate it, because we couldn't do our job if you guys weren't here. The chat is obviously goes a bit crazy, and I'm glad you guys are able to answer questions. If you like, how do I get more subscribers? Just simply say, watch this training from the beginning. As soon as we're done, all things going to be available on the replay. And that's why we do this. That's why it's free. If you want vidIQ, it's in the description. If you haven't upgraded your package yet, go and redeem that coupon. And for 30 days, go and try everything I've just told you for the last hour and a half, and you'll see what a difference it makes to your channel. This is why we do this training every week, to help you slowly change the direction of your channel, because once you figure out what's working, you're off you go. And that is what it's all about. Share your success with us. We want to see it. And I appreciate you guys all being here. So, Magdalena Helen, thank you for being here. Appreciate you doing that. Esther Imager was here. Leela was here. I'm not sure still here. Okay, I hate missing out on my mods when I say goodbye, because that's just the worst. That's just rude. Who else is here? Which of my mods are here? What? Still here? Okay. Maybe they've left. Maybe got things to do. Maybe they're making more videos, which is probably what they should be doing. Tenebra Gaming I saw was here. Okay. I guess that's what it is. So, guys, we'll see you next time, same time next week. And oh, there we go, Tenebra Gaming. I told you he was here. Okay, so yes, same time next week. Again, the reason we do this is because we want you to succeed. It's very frustrating when you don't. I get it. We've all been there, done that, and we're still doing that. That is why we do this training. Got to come there and understand the work that you've got to put in to get you to that next level. Right, smash the thumbs up on your way out if you want to. Smash the thumbs down on your way out if you want to. That's also cool. And I'll see you guys next week. And as Rob Wilson says, enjoy your video making day. Thanks for hanging out.